Samba to Mason. Mason from deep. Mason from the parking lot. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? He was almost 16. 8 of 9 from deep. 32 points, and there's only still 13 minutes in this game. Are you kidding me? Makai Mason will never have to buy a Dr. Pepper in this town again. He's getting mauled by his teammates. Timeout on the floor. Let it fly, kid. Let it fly. Let's play. Brewer looking to the end zone, looking for Mims. That's a Baylor touchdown. Touchdown pass from Charlie Brewer to Denzel Mims, and McLean Stadium is up for grabs. It's 34-31 Baylor with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Lofton's going to rope this one to deep left field. You can forget about this one. Oh, it's a wild one now. We are all tied at 3 on a 2-run home run by Nick Lofton. Absolutely ripped to left field, and you can't call this game yet. Brewer fakes the handoff to Levitt, going to take it himself, reverses field. He's going to leap into the end zone. That's a Baylor touchdown. And Charlie Brewer is fired up. The Bears take the lead. Gale working quickly. The 2-2. Up the middle, base hit. Dunn will score easily. Shenton being waved home. He's going to score. And the Gatemen lead in the 9th. Keep things civil. This one is going to be rocketed at Lyle Lockhart. He's going to make the catch. And he's just toying with Chris Wright for the double play that will end the game.
There. This one's absolutely roped by Will Robertson out to deep right field, and this one is going to be off the wall. Collins will play it on that hop. He's got to play at second base, and he threw him out. Isaac Collins from the warning track throws out Robertson at second base.
This one is a meatball that's going to be skied out to right field. Coming on strong is Isaac Collins, who makes a spectacular diving backhanded catch to rob Gage Workman of a base hit.
Perfectly from the music videos. It's a high-quality production.
Well, darned if that isn't some incentive. Ryan Kreidler looking to make that a reality further on, and he's going to leave the yard on a 2-0 pitch. Ryan Kreidler, who's already showed flashing the leather out in the field, welcomes himself back to the lineup with a solo shot, and the Gatemen draw first blood. It's 1-0. 2-2. That one drops right in the bucket on the outside corner for a called strike 3. His payoff once again. In there for a called strike 3. You can't give him a lifeline. 2-2. Cut on and miss. Strike 3. And you never know. Could be these guys' last starts of the year, as this one is a swing and a miss from Brady Smith. Third. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He drops the hammer that time on the breaking ball and strikes out the side in order. This one's going to be fisted to left center, falling fast. Skylar Hunter, what a catch! How many times is he going to do that? Shading towards left field with a slide on the backhand. Skylar Hunter, just another day at the office. 2-0. Shenton is going to send this one out to deep right center field. This one's still going back all the way to the wall. Looking up, it's gone! Austin Shenton with his 5th homer of the year, his 3rd in the past week for Wareham. And he puts them on the board first here in game 1, 1-0 Gatemen. 2-2 is going to be skied out to left center field. This one's trouble. This one's going to get down for the first hit, and it's going to bring a couple runs home. Millis in standing, Kreidler in standing, down to second base. Jacob Goldfarb, welcome to Wareham. So for 2 today, sacrifice a man his last time up, going to shoot this into right field, base hit. Coming around to score is Goldfarb. They're waving in Isaac Collins. It's dropped out there by Robertson, so he'll score easily. A 2-out, 2-run single by Oliver Dunn opens things up for the Gatemen. It's 3-0 Wareham in the 7th.
Cam, any thoughts on today's game?
Well, I'm going to keep it real simple here. I think the Gatemen just need to put the ball in play more. They're striking out a couple times the last 2 games, more than we've seen from them in the first week of the season. And for the exception of that 1 inning in Falmouth, the last 2 games has been all station-to-station baseball. They haven't had that big inning for the exception of the one in Falmouth where they took the lead.
but they haven't been able to keep the line moving, get those extra base hits to get a couple guys in. Station to station, working the count and getting walks is all great and well, but you've got to have that hit to get them in. And we saw it for the first few games of the season, haven't seen it so much in the last 2 games. So I think it's for the Gatemen, kind of like what you said, the 2-out hitting, the timely hitting, just get the ball in play, knock some ones to the gaps, let's keep this thing going. I'm all about working a good at bat, but eventually you got to get the ball in play.
Hi, Cam. Stuart here with Gateman catcher and designated hitter Drew Millis. Drew, big day for you. Over 2 days, actually, but 3 extra base hits, couple RBI, including your first triple of the season.
Yeah.
Coming up, some great arms for Chatham. What was working for you today?
Last night and today, I think just staying calm and staying within myself at the plate. I wasn't trying to do too much, trying to get a good pitch to hit, or good pitches to hit all night and day, I should say. But yeah, I mean, it worked out well. I got a few pitches I could hit and did the thing with them.
And now, talking about the game last night being fogged out at the end, you guys thought you had a chance to clinch it all here last night. Just tell me about the mood around the clubhouse with these guys. Were you guys angry? Did you want to get back out here today? Were you itching to get back out here?
I think angry isn't quite the word, but upset maybe. I don't know. It was just kind of like a fog, really. Like, it was just one of those things. But I mean, from the start, we knew we were going to win this thing. Like, we have that much confidence in ourselves and within a group of guys, and we just came out there today with that same confidence.
And that's kind of a microcosm of the season for you guys. A lot of ups and downs with a lot of big-time names leaving. But you just said you guys felt you were going to win it the whole way through. Was there ever any point where you said, "Oh man, maybe I get home a little early this summer"?
No. There was never really one point where that happened. We did win, I think, was it 10 of our last 11 or something like that. But I mean, we were just riding the momentum we had from game to game, and did that at the end here.
Yeah, you guys actually didn't have more than a 4-game winning streak all year. The only 4-game winning streak was the first 4 of the season. You finished it off with 6 in a row in the postseason. Mm-hmm. What was clicking for you guys in this run?
I mean, both our offense and defense, all aspects of the game. Like Don always preaches, fielding, pitching, hitting. I mean, throughout each of those 6 games, obviously the playoffs is the biggest time to do it, and we came out and did it. So.
Drew Millis, a big part of the Gateman sweep here in the CCBL Finals, now a CCBL champion. Drew, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Will do just enough.
Bullpen at times has been a problem for the Gatemen this season, but Cam, what do you have to say? What do you think the key to the game is for the Gatemen to pick up a much-needed win?
Well, I think they got to be sound defensively tonight. I talked about it earlier in the show about the mishaps they've come up with lately, and I'm using the same reasons Enrique's talking about. It's going to be a low-scoring affair from what we've seen between these two teams this year. Those runs are going to be hard to come by, and you look at the game last night. It's a 2-run game, and I think back to 2 plays that had Drew Millis right in the middle of it. That error that he had throwing down to third brings a run home, and then that play that we think was a blown call really was. The play at the plate that would have knocked a runner down. It ended up being that insurance run that doesn't matter in the end, but still, it's those little things that can change the course of a game, and because these games are so big, change the course of a season. So, love to see the Gatemen stay out of the error column tonight. We haven't seen that in quite a while. They've been all over the place defensively, as we talked about, 11 in the last 7 games. So if they stay sound enough defensively tonight and they get that pitching from the bullpen, I think this should be a good night for the Gatemen.